Donald Trump has just arrived in Japan for his state visit. These are visuals that are coming to the fore. This is the next leg of the U.S. President's Asia tour.
Sure. So with the Korea deal, there are a few parts to this. There's some national security related issues, which are really not my wheelhouse. Then we have some pure trade issues where they've had some non-tariff barriers to us for a long time, and we've resolved a lot of those. So that's great. And then there's another piece which is really about investment going forward. The Koreans have a great plan to invest in U.S. shipbuilding, even more than they've already done it. And so they're talking right now, frankly, about how to implement Korean investment in the United States in the best way to make sure that we're...
And especially towards shipbuilding. We're very much involved in getting the shipbuilding going again, which really we should have never lost. Years ago, they lost that. Many decades ago. But we were number one. We'll be either number one or right up around them. China's making a lot of ships. I take my hat off to them. Now, they wouldn't if we had that situation where we charged essentially a fee. But we're not looking to hurt their shipbuilding industry.
Mr. President, are you concerned
have the Koreans asked for any visa guarantees after that immigration raid?
No, but you know how I feel. I was very much opposed. Look, when they come in and they're making very complex machinery, equipment, things, they're going to have to bring some people in, at least at the initial phase. In that case, it was batteries. Batteries are very complex, and they're actually very dangerous to make. You can't just pick people off an unemployment line and say, we just, opened up a $2 billion battery factory. So we've got an understanding. And this is with the world. By the way, this is not just with South Korea. This is when they come into our country. We have a lot of factories being built by foreign interests. When they come in, some of these factories make very, very complex, very highly sophisticated equipment. They've got to bring people in with them for a period of time. They'll teach our people how to do it, but even for a fairly long period of time, they're going to need expertise to be successful. And we're going to let people know, I'm letting them know right now, that when they come into our country, we can expect to see them bring in with them some very talented people that have been doing it for many years. They'll teach our people how to do it. Our people will be just as good as they are within a period of time, and it'll be a phase out. But we want them to bring in experts, and that's the way it is.
Mr. President, what visa would they come under? And how long?
We're going to have that set. We're doing a whole new plan for that. But what you can't expect, let's say they come in, for instance, we have massive number of chip companies, in particular one, the biggest by far, the biggest in the world, coming in. You can't expect them to make unbelievably complex chips and computers and other things and pick people off the unemployment line that haven't worked in 5 years. But we're going to, so I want them to come in with talented people, and they're going to, it'll be a phase out, a slow phase out.
Did I hear you right that you said you were opposed to the way that raid in Georgia was handled?
I was opposed to getting them out. And in fact, before they got out, they were pretty well set. But before they got out, I said they could stay. They went, they left, and they're going to be coming back.
Right. Did you see the results from the Argentina election? It looks like Milei's party.
Wow, what a great question that is. I love that question because that was a big win. In Argentina, I want to congratulate the victor, and he was a big victor, and he had a lot of help from us. He had a lot of help. I gave him an endorsement, a very strong endorsement, and it was really unexpected to have a victory of that. Some people thought it would be hard to win, and not only did he win, he won by a lot. So Argentina, that was a great thing, and I give Scott...
Siddhant, my colleague, now joins us, getting us more perspective on this. Siddhant, the trade is going to be the one-point agenda pretty much for the U.S. President in Japan as well, like it has been during the rest of his trip. He is going to be meeting with Japan's first female Prime Minister. He's arrived there. He is hopeful that there is going to be positive news on the trade front?
Well, that's right. This is President Trump's first visit to Asia. In fact, Donald Trump has arrived in Tokyo. And Air Force One was wheels down at the Haneda Airport, and now he's on his way to meet the Emperor of Japan, and in fact, he will also be meeting the new Prime Minister of Japan, Takaichi, the Prime Minister Takaichi of Japan. Trump is likely to highlight Japan's commitment to invest $550 billion in the United States. He's also, as I said, that he's also expected to meet Japan's emperor, also be visiting the U.S. troops in Japan and meet Japanese business leader during this trip. So it's a very, very significant visit of President Trump. He first visited Malaysia for the ASEAN summit, and now the second leg is his visit to Japan, after which he'll be traveling to South Korea for the APEC summit, where he'll also be meeting President Xi. So definitely the focus will be on the commitment by the Japanese businesses for investments over $550 billion in the United States in years to come. The focus will also be on the critical minerals,
Right.
chip making. Focus will also be on the tariff, as you rightly said. And since Japan and United States are the closest ally, they have deep defense and the security partnership. Perhaps that could also be the focus area when two leaders
Sure.
will meet.
Do
for
keep
the
a track of what transpires in that meeting. For the moment, though, Siddharth,